The number of cavities is different from the product output. A single cavity mold has only one cavity and can only produce one product per injection cycle. This makes its production efficiency relatively low, and it is suitable for product trial production, small batch production, or cases where the product size is large, the structure is complex, and the molding quality of individual products is required to be extremely high. For example, a mold for producing a large aircraft wing may be a single cavity mold because of the large size of the wing and the extremely high requirements for precision. Multi-cavity molds have two or more cavities, and a single injection process is able to produce several identical products at the same time with higher production efficiency. The number of cavities can be designed according to the needs of the product and the specifications of the injection molding machine. For example, a common plastic bottle cap mold might be an 8-cavity or 16-cavity mold with the capable of producing a large number of bottle caps in a short period of time. Molds vary in size and complexity. Generally speaking, the overall size of a single cavity mold is relatively small and the structure is relatively simple. Because only one cavity needs to be considered, the design, including the location of the gate, cooling system, etc., is relatively easy to design. For example, a simple single-cavity silicone cell phone holder mold has a simple structure and a relatively short mold manufacturing cycle. Multi-cavity molds usually have larger dimensions than single-cavity molds due to multiple cavities, and their design and manufacture are more complicated. It is necessary to consider the layout of each cavity to ensure that the plastic melt can be evenly distributed to each cavity, and also to ensure that the cooling effect of each cavity is consistent, to avoid product quality problems caused by uneven cooling. For example, for a 16-cavity injection mold, it is necessary to design reasonable manifolds and gates so that the plastic melt can enter each cavity at the same time and in equal amounts. Product quality control is different. The quality control of only a single product during the production of a single cavity mold is relatively easy. Because only one product is molded in the mold, the injection process parameters, e.g., temperature, pressure, injection speed, etc., can be more precisely controlled to meet the quality requirements of the product. For example, for a single cavity mold for a high-precision optical lens, the injection parameters can be precisely adjusted to ensure the focal length and surface quality of the lens. In a multi-cavity mold, it is more complicated to ensure that each cavity produces consistent product quality. Due to the possible pressure loss and temperature variation when the melt flows in the manifold, the product quality in different cavities may vary. Such differences need to be minimized by optimizing the mold design, e.g., proper design of manifold shape and size, balanced gating, etc., and precise injection process control. For example, in a multi-cavity plastic toy mold, fine adjustments to the mold and injection process are required to ensure that the appearance and dimensional accuracy of each toy meets the requirements. Molds differ in cost and applicability. Single cavity molds are relatively inexpensive to manufacture because the mold structure is simple and requires less material and processing. However, in high volume production, the cost of the mold spread over each product may be higher due to low production efficiency. It is suitable for small lot production, new product development stage, or occasions where product quality is particularly high. Multi-cavity molds are more expensive to manufacture because the molds are complex to design and build, requiring more materials and machining processes. However, in mass production, due to the ability to produce multiple products at the same time, the cost of the mold spread over each product is lower and can effectively reduce production costs. It is suitable for production scenarios where there is a high demand for products, relatively small product specifications, and high requirements for product consistency.